25 investigates with new documents in the Karen Reed murder investigation federal probe. Late this afternoon, investigative reporter Ted Daniel obtained letters between the Norfolk District Attorney, Michael Morrissey's office, and various federal agencies.
There are 8 letters spanning about 10 months of communications between the Norfolk DA's office and federal authorities. There's nothing in the letters that speaks directly to Karen Reed's guilt or innocence, but as late as August, the feds told the DA's office they were still determining if anyone should be prosecuted. And at that time, the feds were still moving firmly ahead with their probe. The first letter is dated May 9th. It's from the Norfolk DA's office to the U.S. Attorney's office in Boston. At the time, the DA's office knew that 2 people connected to the Karen Reed case had received subpoenas for a federal grand jury. The DA's office essentially wants to know what it's all about and reminds the U.S. Attorney's office it needs to share its findings if those findings impact the state prosecution of Reed. The second letter, just about a week later, and we've reported on this one before. It's from DA Michael Morrissey to the Department of Justice's Office of Professional Responsibility in Washington. Morrissey requests that the federal investigation be moved out of Massachusetts, citing conflicts. He reveals that acting U.S. Attorney Josh Levy contacted the DA's office weeks earlier to say the feds were conducting an investigation that may involve a number of witnesses in the Karen Reed case. DA Morrissey tells the feds there is no evidence of corruption, and he accuses former U.S. Attorney Rachel Rollins of weaponizing the United States Attorney's Office to conduct an unprecedented intervention into an open state murder case. The Department of Justice Office of Professional Responsibility responds on June 1st. The letter just says they received Morrissey's complaint and they are forwarding it higher up the chain. That takes us to June 12th. Acting U.S. Attorney Josh Levy tells the Norfolk DA's office that the feds have no issue with the DA's office telling Karen Reed's legal team about their communication. Levy says, "We will be back in touch with you as circumstances dictate." And in August, that office told the Norfolk DA it was essential to continue their investigation given what they knew. And they denied the request for a recusal, saying acting U.S. Attorney Josh Levy has a, quote, very different opinion of the circumstances in this case than as presented in Mr. Morrissey's letter. There is no mention of anyone being a target of the federal probe or if the federal investigation spans beyond the scope of the Karen Reed case. For 25 Investigates, I'm Ted Daniel.